Hi there, my name is Lisa and I'm an Assistive Devices Counselor with March of Dimes Canada. Our Assistive Devices program helps adults and seniors with disabilities obtain mobility devices, such as a walker or a wheelchair, to remain safe and independent in their homes and communities. We also help with other safety devices to support people in their homes to remain independent with bathing and toileting. Our program is very fortunate to be supported by United Way, and I'm grateful to be able to share with you my experience of the amazing work United Way does through the people we support in the community. I'd like you to imagine your morning routine and what it might look like if you suddenly found yourself in a wheelchair. Many of the apartments and homes that we live in were not built with accessibility in mind, so you might find yourself struggling to maneuver around or reach things that you'd need to start your day. For a gentleman named Robert, this was his reality. Robert is a senior who said he had over 7 decades of good health until a leg infection resulted in over a year in and out of the hospital. Doctors told him they couldn't figure out what was wrong, but if they didn't cut off his leg within the next 2 weeks, he'd be dead in 6. Robert went ahead and had his leg amputated below his knee. As you would expect, Robert's mobility was greatly affected and his life forever changed. He found himself struggling to remain independent. He needed a powered wheelchair with a lift seat to be able to reach things like the cupboards in his apartment. The lifting seat was over $1,700, and Robert's income was extremely limited. It was devastating for him to know that a solution existed, but was just out of reach. This is a reality we see often with the people who apply to our program. They are living in poverty, they are struggling to remain independent, and they have found themselves at a crossroads where they must decide which of their basic needs they can sacrifice. Robert was referred to March of Dimes Canada's Assistive Devices program. We advocated for him, we shared his story in the community, and we were able to leverage the funding from United Way to be able to get him his lifting seat. Robert, of course, was thrilled and shared with us how much joy he now felt, how a tremendous amount of pain, discomfort, and suffering would be removed, along with the many medications that were needed to treat it. He shared that he was looking forward to a lot of very happy tomorrows. The cost of assistive devices can be high, and yet for the people who need them, they are priceless. In my 7 years working with this program, I've heard countless stories where the expected outcome of getting somebody an assistive device was safety, but what they got, what they reported, was so much more. It is more than just a device. It's the man who felt empowered with his wheelchair to be able to go back to something he loved and plant a vegetable garden. It's the senior who has peace of mind getting in and out of the shower with their grab bar and who doesn't have to move to long-term care. It's the pride of the single mother who got a scooter just in time to be able to walk her child to their very first day of school. It's Robert and the independence he felt with his lift seat, being able to cook for himself. It's safety, definitely, but it's also that sense of fulfillment. It's what we mean when we talk about quality of life. And more often than not, the impact extends beyond just the person, beyond just their family or their supports. It's the community. It's our community. When we strengthen a person's capacity for independence, it contributes to their safety and other safety, not only during this pandemic, but in the long term as well. Keeping vulnerable people safe at home, rather than in hospitals, is as essential to personal health as it is to public health. It's important to remember that when we talk about basic needs, it does include things like housing, food, and healthcare, but that's just the start. It also includes access to local services when people need support. It includes financial security and physical safety. People in need in our community very rarely face just one challenge. United Way ensures there is more than one solution. As the largest private funder of social services, United Way supports a wide range of agencies to ensure people have access to the services they need and deserve. That's what makes United Way such a vital part of our community. I would like to thank you for letting me speak about the impact you have by supporting United Way. Our work is fueled by the generosity of people like you. people who love your community and who want it to be a place where everyone can have a good life. I encourage you to give to United Way so we can continue to meet the needs of people and families in every neighborhood, and together we can work towards helping everyone meet their basic needs.